Hello boys, girls, future victims Autry. Welcome to Gene Autry's Murderous Ranch for the fourth time. The front of you is the greatest artwork ever made in the 21st century. The Gene Autry and Hank Williams friendship poster. Remember, Hank Williams is not metaphorically larger than Gene Autry. Gene Autry is metaphorically larger than Hank Williams. Just a printing error. Hank Williams, if you see this amazing work of art, please comment, or it's gulag or something, I don't know. It seems the spirits of Spur Springs have found a new hit, Cold, Cold Heart. They have been introduced to this song via this radio program when I played Hank Williams' version of the song. I have discovered, and Gene Autry even rediscovered his version of the song from the 1950s. The song was written in the 1950s, whatever. This is a song that was featured on the original Gene Autry Melody Ranch in 1951. This is it, Cold, Cold Heart, with good singing this time by Gene Autry.
I tried so hard, my dear, to show that you're my everything. Yet you're afraid each thing I do is just an evil scheme. A memory from your lonesome past keeps us so far apart. Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart? Another love before my time made your heart sad and blue. And so my heart is paying now for things I didn't do. In anger, unkind words are said that make the teardrops start. Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart? There was a time when I believed that you belonged to me. But now I know your heart is shackled to a memory. The more I learn to care for you, the more we drift apart. Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart?
So yes, a good song. So good, I had to feature it again. Now, Hank Williams, he's a bad singer. Oh, he's not that bad, he's okay, to be kind. But he's a great songwriter. He wrote that song, and that's beautiful poetry, beautiful. The song's even better now because I can listen to the soft voice of the great Autry and the beautiful poetry of Hank Williams. So it's a beautiful song. So now for the news, we shall present the news through the lens of our new guest. Well, long-term guest. Melvin Autry, give it up for him. I'm clapping fools to death. Well, howdy, y'all. Guess I'm going to be in this thing today, so yeah. Got a lot to talk about. This year in politics, my lord, was probably one of the worst years for American politics since slavery or World War II. God, it was bad. It was a dumpster fire. It was a dumpster, Chernobyl, Hiroshima, Fukushima. So it got a lot of things to unpack. So much it's probably going to take me 3 broadcasts to explain all the stuff. So I'm a Republican. I have a Southern accent. I ain't faking it. I'm from Alabama. Like Hank Williams, I'm a stereotype. I know it. Just shut up and let me talk. Thank you. Alright, so, of course, Trump. Mixed opinions on him. I ain't a full Trumper, but I'm a Republican. I'll talk about him later, right? Now the election, okay? So I really thought Trump was going to win, okay? I truly thought he was going to win. I was watching all his YouTube videos. He had some funny ads. There were humor in his ads. I liked them. And there were a lot of likes, a lot of positive comments. Maybe some of them comments were bots. But anyways, he had a lot of cowpokes at his rally. And there was true support for the guy. Like, there were rallies of hundreds of thousands of people. There was a survey that said 60% of his voters had true support for him. Biden, Not so much. There was a joke. What did you call a few Democrats on the street corner? A Biden rally. That was true. He didn't have many rallies, because he was a horrid speaker. Was a horrid speaker. He has declined. Talk about that later. He's declined. Alright, that's a fact. I'm sorry, but it's just a fact, right? The election, do I think it was free or fair? That's about as complicated as saying what are the causes of both world wars. Well, World War I was a bit more complicated. Whatever. So, I think some of Trump's claims were baseless. I don't know about baseless, but they were exaggerated. I think we can all agree they were somewhat exaggerated, right? He said there were 3,000 people who should have been voting. And there were a lot of people that should have been voting because they were dead people. This happened mostly in the Midwest, like Wisconsin and all those other disputed states. They were dead. Can dead people vote? Well, Autry's dead. He ain't dead no more. So unless they're like Gene, I don't know. But still, it's hilarious, alright? Yeah. But the problem is the Democrats use their own baseless explanations to explain why this was baseless. They simply rejected them. They were minions. Were minions for Biden. They are minions for Biden. They're minions. At least the Republicans, there are some people that said, okay, Trump ain't great. Democrats, there ain't a lot of people like that. They ain't mainstream. As mainstream as the Republicans against Trump, which were pretty mainstream, are pretty mainstream. But yeah, they just rejected them because they need Biden. They would do anything. It's scary, really. If a Democrat said something offensive, said the N-word, they wouldn't mind. If a Republican said that, oh my Lord. Yep, it's probably an exaggeration, but it's probably semi-true too. Whatever. So yeah, Democrats just rejecting these claims. It didn't go to the Supreme Court. But I think 2 states. This is just me. I only look at the news in the West, because that's the only region I really care about. So I don't know too much about Wisconsin and Michigan and Pennsylvania. I don't know about that, alright? But I do know Arizona and Nevada. Arizona here, we had a thing called Sharpiegate. Now, Sharpies ain't allowed on ballots because they bleed, okay? They bleed. That'll, not the best. You can think of why yourself. But so, I just read the news. They said that Sharpies are acceptable. Wait, what? You just changed it? Sharpies are now acceptable? I mean, what? No, I think only number 2 pencils are acceptable. Some liberal news thing I just read said, oh, Sharpies are acceptable. Yeah, it says who? Your biased mind? That's who. Pathetic. Nevada. I think that Trump cowpoke won Nevada. I'm sorry. He probably did. But what was going on there? The people at the ballots were hiding their counting. They were hiding something. Now, if you're hiding something, you're doing something wrong, morally. Or you're stupid. Or you're too stupid to hide something properly. But the point is, the